Hey there, welcome back to Limabean Crafting. In today's video, I will be showing you how my daughter and I made this piece of art for my husband for Father's Day using a Dollar Tree canvas. So let's get to it. For this craft, I used an 8x10" wrapped canvas from the Dollar Tree, but you could essentially use this idea on any size canvas. The first thing I did was to create my design using one of Juan's favorite photos of our family. If you don't have the special tools that I use to create my design, I will describe an alternative idea at the end of the video. I began by uploading the photo to the Procreate app on my iPad. Then I added a layer on top of the one with the photo, turned down the opacity of the photo layer, and used the monoline pen at about 24% in size to trace the crucial parts of the photo. I have done this in a previous video, which I will link above if you want a little bit more detail. When I was happy with the outline design, I hid the photo and removed the background. Then I sent a PNG version of the image to my laptop and opened it up in Cricut Design Space. I decided to scale the image to be about 10 inches wide and 6 inches tall so that it would fill the canvas. I prepared my mat with removable vinyl and let the Cricut cut out the design. While the design was being cut out, I tested a small portion of my canvas by painting a little area, letting it dry, and seeing if the removable vinyl would tear off any of the dry paint. Since it didn't, I decided to give the entire canvas a thin coat of white paint. While that was drying, I weeded out the negative space of my design and used the clear contact paper from the Dollar Tree to transfer the design to my then dried canvas. After I made sure the stencil sticker was flush with the canvas, I painted a thin coat of white paint over the vinyl in hopes of preventing the paint bleeding later on. I let this dry overnight, and then the next day I let my 2.5-year-old daughter paint the canvas using colors that I had pre-selected. If you want to see and hear some of her cute moments, I will be posting a video of it on my motherhood channel, Limabean Living, so I'd like to encourage you guys to go ahead and check that out. Once the canvas was fully covered, I removed the vinyl. I did have some issues with the paint peeling up with some of the smaller details of the design or where the vinyl branched off from one line to multiple lines. However, this was easily fixed with a small paintbrush and some more paint. I then painted the sides of the canvas just to kind of clean it up and finished off the piece by coating the entire thing in Mod Podge to seal in the design and prevent the paint from lifting off the canvas, and that was it. So if you don't have the Procreate app or a Cricut, yeah, I do have an idea for how you can kind of create something similar with probably not as much detail, or as much detail as easily as you could with a Cricut or the Procreate app. So what I would recommend is if you want to create something like this, what you could do is print out the photo that you want to have displayed on your canvas and then use painter's tape overlapping each other, kind of creating this big rectangular piece of painter's tape, and with an X-Acto knife, cut out your design. Now, you could go ahead and just have like all of this be covered so that it would just be the outside silhouette being displayed and not having all this extra detail. But if you wanted to, you could go ahead and with an X-Acto knife, cut your painter's tape out this thin and essentially recreate this design. If you don't have painter's tape and you want to grab some of the magic cover or like the clear contact paper from the Dollar Tree, that could also work too. I am really happy with how this craft turned out, and I hope you are too. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.